hosts of this podcast are in no way experts of any kind in any field. They are in no way qualified to give advice on anything for any reason. Please do not attempt to recreate anything that is said by these delinquents. Listening to this podcast is ill-advised.
Chris, guess what? I was telling Jared the other day. Guess what I was eating the other day?
Guess what you were eating?
Yes.
I'm just telling you. You seemed a little excited to tell me what you were eating. So
It was tamales out of a can.
really,
Yeah.
any good?
They're okay. They weren't the greatest, but they were made by Hormel. I didn't even know Hormel made beef tamales in a can.
Used to be,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Like I don't think I've ever had the experience of eating a tamale without taking it out of the corn husk.
Right.
I don't know. They didn't come in the corn husk, though, did it?
It had a wrapping around it. It wasn't corn. It was
fucking tin.
It was some kind of. I think it was some kind of wax paper.
Really?
What?
It was wrapped.
If I peeled wax paper off that shit, I would throw it immediately.
I don't know what it was.
So many levels. This is not good.
It felt like wax paper.
It was probably a fucking membrane.
I'm surprised like a Mexican grandma from the dead didn't come out and slap you. Just remember, Jared? A putazo across the head.
That's how La Llorona got started.
Yeah, man.
Oh, is
She
it?
got pissed because her kids opened a fucking can of tamales. She fucking drowned them, and then now she felt bad about it.
I got dark.
Tips and tricks. I
Anything else?
remember that magazine.
Tips and Tricks. That was a magazine?
Yeah, remember that's the cheat codes and stuff back in the day?
Tips and Tricks.
It was called Tips and Tricks.
I remember Beckett. I used to buy those a lot when I had my trading cards.
Tips and tricks. I used to get Electronic Gaming Monthly.
Yep.
EGM. Well, I didn't care what the magazine was as long as it came with a demo disc.
I think
That's the only thing I gave a shit about was the demo
That's
disc.
right.
And back then, like, you can go back, you can like look up YouTube videos on people that like feature like retro gaming shit. And I saw a video on YouTube of a dude that just, he like popped in a demo disc, like one of the first demo discs. It had like a photo gallery. It had like trailers for like, for movies. It had different games on it. The games on it, one was,
Like a gallery of things that you can do on the demo?
Yeah.
Okay,
it was Abe's Odyssey maybe for PlayStation. It was like one of the first like PlayStation like console I guess franchise type games. Oh man, it was just like
Upstairs I have some demos.
Took you back.
You always try to act like you had a lot of games, and you always try to play it off like your demos as games.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm got all kinds of games, man. 6 of them are demos, but
yeah,
I got the Tekken demo. I used to play the shit. And I used to
Gex Enter the Gecko.
Gex. We actually had Gex. We had the game.
We actually had the game, didn't we?
What was that computer game? It was a PC game that was real popular back like when we were seniors. When we were juniors and seniors, you're probably just getting out of junior high. And they were alien races, and you formed a clan, and you built an army, and you built a base, and you would go and wage war.
It's probably like StarCraft or something.
Sounds like that, or maybe some kind of Command and Conquer game.
It was like Command and Conquer, but like you had different, you were different races, and you basically kind of like developed and you cultivated and farmed your army, and then you would go and you'd take them.
It's got to be StarCraft.
Maybe it sounds maybe
StarCraft is actually, I think StarCraft 2 is actually like a MLG game. It's like considered like a competition game.
Really?
Yeah, in Japan, that's like their fucking.
Yeah, I think Korea. I think it's Korea.
Is it Korea?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to sound racist, but a
Weird.
Vietnamese kid got me into it. So maybe there's some.
It really is an Asian thing.
It
Like
is.
that
Yeah.
type of RTS game
it's
is
like
like
the-
an Asian
Yeah.
thing.
It's like the top game there is ever.
Yeah, I remember he was pretty fucking excited about it too, and I was so pumped. I wanted to play with him, and like, he burned me a demo.
Yeah.
And then it was a demo.
We are live, by the way.
We are live.
Speaking of StarCraft, since it's Blizzard, Activision Blizzard. Did you hear?
They just got bought out.
That Microsoft bought them?
Yeah, I saw that.
they did.
I saw that.
Yep.
You know what that means, right?
That
Everyone's gonna be able to play.
And they're about to go in and clean house, I guarantee you, after all that big Blizzard scandals and stuff going on.
I didn't hear anything about Blizzard scandals until Microsoft bought Blizzard.
It's been going on for a while.
What?
The Blizzard scandals. There's been like all kinds of like people reporting they were being either.
You don't know, do you?
No, it's like sexual misconduct. It's like,
Not a clue.
It's like sexual misconduct and stuff.
Oh, like HR shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Not important stuff. I thought it was like actually like legit shit.
Not
you know?
important shit.
Like, some like game piracy, people stealing shit.
But I
mean,
guarantee you,
somebody got touched in the coffee break room. I mean, I don't give a shit about that.
I guarantee you.
Sometimes you got to pay for that shit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
No shit. Yeah.
I guarantee you, Microsoft goes in and just fucking cleans house and just wipes them all out and just starts over.
I mean, I hope not, man.
What does that mean for? What does that mean for like one of the most prolific video games of all time, World of Warcraft?
That is the $1 million question right now.
Like World of Warcraft just got a huge budget. Either that, or they're just gonna fucking axe it.
What people are what people are hoping is what everybody's been wanting for a long time is that they'll make a console version of
Call of Duty?
World of
Warcraft.
Call of Duty. Where did that come from?
I don't know. I'm not much of a gamer.
We could tell.
I was just trying to fit in.
Is that Call of Duty?
I'm just throwing names. This is kind of like when I'm playing football, talking about sports. I'm like,
But yeah, I guarantee you they'll probably come out with some kind of console version, I would expect. It won't be anytime soon, but I bet they start working on one.
Well, speaking of gaming and Major League Gaming and shit like that, like we're reaching a point to where games are considered a sport.
yeah.
Legit. Like people are winning competition money for playing video games.
No injuries.
No injuries.
I mean, you may, fuck your thumb up, but I mean, there's no injuries, so there's an upside.
Carpal tunnel
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It'll mess up your
for the PC gamers.
beating game.
There's a game I play on my phone. I've been playing for probably 8-9 years.
Here we go.
And they hold
Here we go.
they hold competitions in it.
I can't fucking wait.
And you can, I think the last people that won in the competition was like $500,000.
This is called poker, like card.
No, it's just some kind
slot
of
machine.
cartoony RPG game.
What's it called?
Summoner's War.
Do you have to try to figure out
You
how to
look
make the guy?
like someone that would play a game called Summoner's War.
Do you have to try to unlock the treasure without it falling into the lava and get eaten up by the monster?
No.
Not the puzzle?
Those games don't exist.
I know. But they're so fun to watch, though.
I know. It pisses me off because all you want to do is play one of those games where you just pull a pin and
Yeah.
and the prince saves the fucking
It's like-
princess or whatever.
It's like, don't release the water yet.
Yeah, you fucking dumbass. What are you doing?
You gotta
Like,
put
I
the
get into
monster in
that
the
shit.
lava. Yeah, I know.
Anyway, I digress. We could talk about
Yeah.
virtual sports.
But they are.
Until
But
we
sport, video
fucking
games,
die.
video games now are a sport. I mean, legitimately, there's strategy involved.
Absolutely.
Esports.
Yeah,
Esports, yes, that's the term I was looking for. Well, right now we are in the middle of
The Olympics.
real world sports or RW sports. I don't know. Sports, actual fucking sports that
Yeah.
require talent and, well, I'm not going to say that. Video games require talent. I don't want to piss anybody off. I know the majority of our viewers
I
are.
was gonna say. I mean, look at Matt. Matt's like, you know how much time. Look at he
Yeah.
looks like. You know how much time I put in today.
The majority of our listeners are definitely gamers rather than
Yeah.
athletes. I'm aware of that. But yeah, like we're deep in the playoffs now. You know who's not in the fucking playoffs?
Dallas
The
Cowboys.
Dallas fucking Cowboys. You know why? Because they fucking suck.
Go
Cowboys
figure.
are gonna do cowboy things to lose big games, and I have been a DAK. Oh, y'all fucking sit and just simmer for a minute.
You should see his feet.
I have been a DAK Prescott apologist for far too long, and I'm done.
You're done?
I'm done. He's a nice guy, but nice guys don't win big games, and I'm sick of this shit.
You say Tom Brady's a bad guy? Like, he didn't win anyways, but...
Yeah, he lost. So I guess by the time this releases, we will know who's going to the Super Bowl. And right now, it's between Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals, which is my daughter's favorite team because of Jamar Chase. And she thinks he's Chase from Paw Patrol.
Look at that move. Look at Chase go. Oh, my goodness. What a gear he just found. Case for the touchdown. Wow. Chase is on the case.
Well, he is.
Anyway.
Everybody knows that.
So it's the Bengals versus the Chiefs and the Rams versus who is it? The Niners. And I don't have anything invested in this fucking game at this point.
Just your pride.
No, there's zero pride. That left when the 49ers came to our home and beat the shit out of us.
Maybe the Cowboys just, maybe there's a lot of people who just kind of flirt with the idea of being able to like almost get there, but don't. It's like when you don't want to.
Oh yeah, it's called being Dak fucking Prescott.
It's kind of like like you get off on the flirt, but you don't want to commit and actually do the thing. Cowboys just don't want to commit.
It's called edging.
Edging. Yeah.
That's a porn term.
Well.
Come on, Chris.
Cowboys are edging the shit out of themselves here lately.
I guess.
Right to the very end.
Let's blow your fucking load, Cowboys. Let's see it. No, shut up. No. This is the 1 year where the Super Bowl falls on my fucking birthday.
Damn.
And the Cowboys had a shot to give me the ultimate birthday present.
What would you have done if they had gotten the Super Bowl?
I would have blown my load.
You would have blown your load? But would you really have been okay with them losing? I don't
honestly, yes.
No.
Yes. Like the Cowboys, I would be upset.
Yes,
you
would.
The Cowboys would actually lost
on his birthday. It would be even worse.
If they would have actually lost for like a legit reason losing, like actually played their best and lost, then I could understand. But Cowboys have always been the Cowboys where they fuck themselves with penalties and dumb shit. But
see, you're upset because once again they show potential, and you can argue they showed potential to get to the postseason, but regardless, they got to the playoffs, and you're angry legitimately because they messed up for stupid reasons. But let's say they had gotten to the Super Bowl on your birthday. I don't think you would have been content. I think you would have been equally mad if they had lost.
No, not equally mad. No.
Worse.
No.
Because they had finally got there and they couldn't they edged the ultimate edging.
The fact that they had gotten past the second round of the playoffs, gotten to the NFC Championship, that would be enough.
Yeah.
But.
When was the last time they got past the wild card?
95?
Man, that's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
I think how many penalties they had that game?
77.
Like 15?
Somewhere around there.
It was like 15 penalties in that game.
77.
So, I mean.
That's what it felt like.
And then that last little play that really screwed them over. Even though they may not have made anything of it, but still, that last little play where just Dak did some stupid shit. And
the draw
yeah,
in the final 14 seconds, let's fucking forget that play. That was the final 14 seconds. The Cowboys beat themselves the entire game up to that point.
They did.
Yeah.
Like the fact that the ref didn't turn into fucking Barry Gordon and flash his fucking way down half the field so Dak could spot the ball. Like, what?
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. Do you think the Cowboys even got to the playoffs because they actually were good enough to be in the playoffs, or is this a case of like beating the shit out of kids with Down syndrome and saying you're a great fighter?
I mean, honestly, at the beginning of the year, before the bye, the Cowboys looked like Super Bowl contenders.
Yeah.
Legitimate Super Bowl contenders. After the bye, after the Broncos came to our house and fucking just mutilated us.
They shit in their toilet without flushing.
Exactly.
They fucking piss in their orange juice containers. They spit in their bean dip. Fucking they pissed in their pillows. They did all kinds of things in their house, man. Total disrespect, man.
Oddly specific. But yeah,
Man,
essentially. I mean, it was just like, who was the Broncos quarterback? Teddy Bridgewater?
Who's Bridgewater?
What the fuck?
Bridgewater sounds like a dumb name. I don't know who Bridgewater is.
He's stupid.
Something that keeps you dry when you're walking over water. Psh.
Someone that can't throw the fucking ball.
Yeah.
How about that?
Sounds like a Bridgewater to me.
God damn it. Oh man, I'm so pissed off.
You should be pissed.
But here's the deal.
What's that?
One good thing that has come from this is Matt Stafford actually has a legitimate chance to get a ring.
Yeah.
And anybody that has spent 12 years in fucking Detroit deserves a shot.
I agree.
Who's that?
Matt Stafford is...
Pull him up, Matt.
Pull up a picture of Matt Stafford.
Pull up Matt.
Yeah. Matt. Matt begat Matt. Anyway, so Matt Stafford is the Stephen Hawking of the NFL. Brilliant mind.
Wheeled his ass in there.
In Detroit.
Crippled-looking motherfucker.
Brilliant mind in a terrible body. The body being the Detroit Lions, of course.
He got stuck with the worst team possible.
So he gets him and Jared Goff in a crazy
He looks nothing like
trade.
Stephen Hawking.
I didn't say he looked like Stephen Hawking. I said he was the Stephen Hawking of the NFL.
Well, what parallel are you trying to parallel to?
Well, if you had listened to me earlier when I said he's a brilliant mind and a terrible body.
That's where he was.
He looks pretty fit to me.
The body being the Detroit Lions.
That's what he said.
A lion is a majesty of animals.
Not in Detroit. They're scrawny and they fucking suck.
Look like one of them fucking hairless cats.
Yeah. Yeah, they look like Mr. Bigglesworth. So Matt Stafford spent 12 years in Detroit.
Pretty good looking dude.
Under terrible leadership, under a god-awful organization.
Just wasn't being utilized in the right way.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
He gets moved out to LA to the Rams, and he is the only quarterback to he threw what was it, 1927 yards to Megatron as a Detroit Lion, and then that's the most yards in a single season that anybody's ever caught. And then this year, the second most yards that anybody has ever caught was Cooper Kupp, which is a receiver on the Rams.
No idea
Thanks
what the fuck
to
you're talking about.
that fucking guy right there. You see that fucking arm?
Yeah.
You see that big fucking, I jerk off every goddamn day, sometimes twice a day.
Only with his
fucking
right arm.
arm.
Hell yeah,
he
dude.
can launch that ball, and he is partly responsible for Megatron's 1,927 yards and Cooper Kupp's 1,900 plus yards.
Where is old Megatron now? Is he
He's
still...
retired still.
Oh, is he?
And he refuses to come back because of the Detroit Lions. He's still under contract with the Detroit Lions, from what I understand.
So who's he playing with now?
So now he's playing with the LA Rams.
And he's just kicking ass.
And he's dominating.
Just
fucking
what
dominating. The LA Rams.
He's
I
just
thought they were the Las
so he's being utilized properly, right?
Las Vegas Raiders.
Rams. No, they're right. It's LA.
The Los Angeles Rams
right.
and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah.
You've been out of the game a little bit.
I have. I forgot.
So now
Matt's team lost their fucking mascot.
I know.
they can't find him.
No, because of the woke.
He got canceled.
The canceled woke culture.
Oh shit! What happened?
The Washington Redskins.
The Redskins.
They're not called the
Oh
Redskins.
man, no more
Don't
Redskins.
say that. We'll get
Oh,
demonetized.
I'm sorry.
We ain't
Like
making-
we're
we
getting
ain't making
fucking
much money.
monetized in the first
So
place.
now this guy's with the Rams, and they're utilizing him better than a dildo at a lesbian's gift shop, right?
He's
So,
all up in
I
it.
mean, he's being utilized in every right way possible.
He's killing it, man.
Yeah, he's actually got a team that he can. I mean,
He's got a support system. He's got an
Yes.
offensive line.
Damn,
a good coach.
He's got weapons to utilize other than one
he
fucking
is
tight
he
end.
is being sought after now, huh?
So now he actually has a chance to. I think if he wins a Super Bowl this year, he gets into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
What really?
Maybe not first ballot, but I think
Really?
I think he
I
gets
do
in.
too.
Jesus, he's really that good.
I think he has potential to be that good.
Oh well,
If you build him some support around him, then yeah, absolutely. He's not good enough to carry a team by himself.
No.
He's no Brady. He's no Rodgers.
But those are the types of people you usually see in the Hall of Fame. So I don't understand why Mr. Jacksworth me off over here.
Mr. Jacksworth me off.
Can get into the Hall of Fame.
He's like a diamond in the rough, is what he is.
I
Just
gotcha.
diamond in the rough.
Like a
what he
Twinkie in the
Well
fat
spoken, Jafar. Well
camp.
spoken.
Like a Twinkie in the fat camp. He's just being sought after, huh?
Yeah. Well, I mean, not really, because he's under contract with Rams.
Yeah,
so
Are they going to hold on to him now?
I would imagine they'd be crazy. I don't know. Their salary cap has to have a huge.
Oh, you're already
hit.
talking about shit I don't know. So anyway, so this is who we're rooting for.
That's who I'm rooting for.
That's who you're rooting for.
I would definitely say he's the underdog.
Yeah.
So I like Mahomes. I like Kansas City,
he's going
but
against Kansas City, right?
if
Mahomes
he were to go against Kansas City, he would be in the Super Bowl. Kansas City and Cincinnati have to play.
And Mahomes has already got a ring.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mahomes
I
already
mean,
has a ring.
there's no need for him to get up there again.
Oh, I mean, there's no.
There's plenty of reasons.
For us to root for him.
It's called competitiveness, I think,
Yeah.
and contract extensions.
Yeah. But I mean, we're not gonna root for that though. We already saw him win.
Andy's young as shit, and it would be quite a flex for him to be like, "Hey, I got 2 fucking Super Bowl rings."
You're talking a little sexual about him. He's young as shit and something about flexing. So I don't know.
You did use flex.
And young as shit.
You know we don't use that millennial speak on this podcast.
He's a pretty good looking guy though. I mean, he's pretty handsome looking.
What?
Mahomes, he's a pretty handsome looking guy.
What? Fucking no.
Huh?
Okay.
I mean, he's a pretty good looking guy.
I would assume he is because I have heard that.
So are you ready for football season?
As a
Done with that?
heterosexual male, I cannot say
So
that.
what are you going to do after NFL's done for the season?
I'll probably curl up into a fetal position and
You gonna
cry for 8
You gonna watch the
months.
Olympics?
I do like the Olympics, actually. You know what? I like the Winter Olympics.
I never could get into Olympics.
Never came,
I
didn't
love
get into
them,
it either.
man. It's a lot of fun. Like,
Just never could.
maybe it's just the hangover sport. You know what I mean? Because I'm not a baseball guy. I'm not a basketball guy.
Yeah, me either.
So it's just like if there's anything other than
It's bridging you to the
it's just like that
tryouts.
it's just like that little hit, just to get you by.
I don't know. There's too much going on. A whole lot for me to follow up with, and it's just I don't know. Like I'm already extremely excited about my country. I mean, we're gonna kick ass anyways, but I just can't get into the hoorah rah, And I'm not that guy that wakes up to see if we got our medal count. Like there are people who get their own fucking medal count chart. And I'm like, oh man, you know how many medals we're at? Like, I don't give a fuck.
Maybe
they'll
I'm-
talk about it in NBC's Nightly News.
Call me unpatriotic, but I mean, I go for the underdog all the time. Like, if you see some Africans out there in the Winter Olympics, you're like, I know these motherfuckers don't get that much to practice.
No.
So,
Yeah.
good for you. Like, let's fucking go.
Like some
Let's go, Zimbabwe. Like, come on.
That's like some cool running shit right
Why
there.
does it-
Seriously,
what-
exactly.
Why doesn't Mexico compete?
Because I think all their,
That's not even funny.
I think all their athletes
Why
are
are
in
you-
America. You know what I mean?
Oh hell yeah!
I mean,
We're canceled.
they're all from they all hail from California and Texas.
No, but for real, I mean, like, I don't ever see.
I don't know. I mean, they
Maybe
gotta
you
they
should
gotta be
take
good
that
at
up.
something.
With the
Yeah.
Olympics committee.
No,
and
man, I
find
don't
out.
want to talk about that. With them, if I call them, I'm gonna be like, why do you interest people so much that they come out right?
What?
Okay, let me just put it out here. There's always that one person. I'm sorry. Okay, there's gonna be, and everybody knows the person, but there's always that one person that just takes the Olympics to the next fucking level. I mean, like they're just like, it's like they're dying to fucking talk about it with somebody. They're like, and they name drop people. Like they followed their fucking life story. I mean, there's just that person.
Was this one of those situations where if you don't know that type of person, you are that person? Like, if you don't have that type of person in your friend group, you are that person?
There's a great chance if you're like, I don't really know anybody like that, then yeah, it's because it's you, motherfucker. Yeah.
Because I really don't know anybody like that. God damn it.
Every fucking morning, you're like, did you see John Jacobs? And he ran this and this. Like, no.
No, but I did see Jingleheimer Schmidt. Oddly enough, his name is my name too.
It just fucking kills me. There's just way too much interest in it. They get all wrapped up into it. And I mean, like they cry the tears of the family and it's like they're in there too. It's like, ugh.
Yeah, I feel you. Now, I dig the Olympics. I don't get like all patriotic about it. I'm not trying to But like the Winter Olympics, I like watching curling. Like that shit's cool. I like the skiing. Like I said, it's just a filler.
It frustrates the shit out of me. That's the game where they do this.
Yeah.
I would fucking get winded halfway through it. I'd be like, fuck. Ah!
Like, bro,
Y'all got the rest of this? I can't.
They should. Chris is like, I'm going to rename the sport world-renowned janitors rolling a fucking stone.
Could you imagine, if somebody, if an alternate dropped out and whatever, and they're like, man, who do we have? And like, Jose comes out of the, I said Jose because most of them are Hispanics. I mean, I don't know. Some of the best ones are. Takes his janitor outfit off and puts an American outfit on and just...
And he's got nothing to his name. He just rips his mustache off, puts it on the end of a stick, starts going to town.
Breaks the blood off. Oh, man.
Oh, man. You know what is odd? Oddly enough, we were supposed to discuss what necessarily qualifies as a sport on this episode, and we never even got to that shit. But yeah, I am. I think it was the Cowboys tangent. I went off a little too hard, a little too deep.
It's all right. I mean,
story of my life.
I mean, it bothered you, man. It upsets you. I mean,
It does. It still does. I could still talk about it. I haven't even gone into the coaching situation.
Yeah.
Poor Jared,
Oh man,
Jared's over here.
Jared could probably go on like a 3-hour rant.
I very well could.
But just to recap, so like what Olympics? Okay, so the Winter Olympics. So this is going to be ice skating. This is going to be figure skating, rather. I mean, it's going to be
any winter
skiing.
sport.
Oh, don't get smart, Matt.
I mean,
he said any winter sport.
You can skate in the summer.
Well, what qualifies as a sport? Next time on Ill Advised.
So ice skating, figure skating, but the Chinese always like dominating that though.
Yeah.
But I think it's because like they've got, wasn't there like a bunch of like controversy that they had like 14-year-olds doing competing, but they lied and said they're 16 or something like that.
Was that in figure skating or was that in the what is it called? Like tumbling and shit.
Gymnastics?
Gymnastics. Jesus.
I thought that was summer.
Yeah, but I thought I heard that
I think that's what it was.
Chinese were cheating in that shit too. I think honestly, anybody that does better than the United States is accused of cheating of some sort.
So
while we fucking pump ourselves with PEDs and shit, like you fucking cheaters.
Branch change amino acids.
Lance Armstrong's out there just fucking jacked.
Did they gave they gave the Americans cardboard beds, like cardboard box beds? Is that right? Remember, like they gave them beds that were made out of like recycled cardboard.
Yeah. I mean, remember hearing
like,
about
not
this.
boxes, but like corrugated boxes that lined up all together and it kind of formed a bed. Mm-hmm. It was weird. I don't know why they're.
I guess if you can't get a good night's sleep, you can't compete, motherfucker.
That's true, man.
That's psychological warfare.
Classic posturepedic.
Yeah, Russia usually. I say Russia, one of those Eastern like proto-Neanderthal fucking countries.
Hell yeah.
Kind of dominates in like the figure skating too, don't they?
Yeah, I think
just because of their little petite,
fucking
lady boys.
Like, yeah, dude. Yeah.
What?
They basically do. I mean, I don't know. Do you think you're going to see any people trying to like cross over and compete? You know, well, we're just going to stay away from all that. We're just going to stay away from that.
Man, if they do, they're going to have to shore up some of those uniforms.
Could you imagine that? You're like, wait a minute.
Well, Svetlana's dick is hanging out. Whoops.
What's that game called with the what's that game called when they're using the brushes to like
curling?
Could you imagine one of the balls pop out? Fucking hits it across and bouncing it back and forth.
I'm just getting lost in the shuffle.
What about you know what would be kind of cool? What is it called? Speed hockey or what's it called? Foosball.
Foosball?
That ought to be a winter sport.
What would
Why?
qualify as a winter sport?
Just do it outside in the cold. Maybe
You can do it outside in the summer and make it a summer sport.
Yeah, then
Yeah,
you can
maybe-
basically qualify anything as a winter sport.
We'll just talk about that next time.
Yeah.
What the fuck? This is gonna be the first. This is gonna be the first episode with an episode part 2.
Hey, we could do that. Like on the Family Guy where the chicken and Peter beat the shit out of themselves.
no.
Through 2 fucking
That's
episodes.
right. That's right.
All right, well,
Well, thanks for hanging out with us, guys.
yeah, Jared's going to go home and cry about the Cowboys.
Probably.
I'm going to go hate on somebody who likes the Winter Olympics. Matt, what are you going to do?
Chris is gonna go play that game. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to go play some Assassin's Creed.
Okay, cool.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think of yourself now, Chris?
I don't know.